in the sun.
93.1 in the sun.
92.3 in the sun.
We're gonna call your exes as a prank.
All 100 days of the summer.
Except this year.
Except for this year. So we didn't have a summer. It's COVID.
Fuck.
Alright, you ready?
Take your time, pretty white lies. I hardly ever speak, won't you read my mind?
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to the inaugural episode of The Producer's Pit. It's your boy, Nico Anthony, and I'm here with my good friend, local music producer, Damian's an Alien. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, too. New show. I'd say let's get in, talk about what we're doing here, what we're about. I mean, I'd say we're men of various talents, yeah? Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, but most importantly here, we love to play music, produce music, just be creative in the musical realm. So I'd say we have very differing music backgrounds. Me and myself, I'm a local violinist. I've been playing for most of my life since middle school. Been in orchestras, just an orchestral performance. Bit more classically trained in the ideas like music theory, music performance. Not a lot of like composition, not like what my boy does here, music production, all that. I do like to kind of give my knowledge of music theory to some artists, like this dude.
Yes.
I kind of become like a great value Fantano sometimes.
Yes, I could definitely say that.
Maybe I'll give you a 10 if you ask nicely.
Ooh, what does that entail?
I don't know.
Okay.
But enough about me. Let's talk about you, the producer, who's actually makes up the producer in the producer's pit.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself.
What's up, everybody? My name is Damian, a.k.a. the Ball Boy, a.k.a. Aang from Avatar, a.k.a. Caillou, a.k.a. One Punch Man, a.k.a. an Alien. I go by an Alien. I am from Roswell, Mexico. I am a local producer, rapper. I don't know. I just make music for fun, and I barely started producing 4 years ago. I don't have any type of musical background that's like super composition stuff like that. I don't even know what anything is, So Miko here helps me out, understanding or like picking my songs apart whenever it comes to like my key changes or like my chord changes or I don't know anything with a musical like actual complex background.
Now, would you consider yourself very inspired by the man Kenny Beats?
I would consider myself very inspired by Kenny Beats. Whoa, Kenny.
Would you buy his bathwater?
Obviously, bro. What the who wouldn't? Any producer that tells me they wouldn't buy Kenny Beats bathwater is lying.
If it says lying. "Whoa, Kenny" on like the container,
bottle,
yeah,
it's over.
Dude, if he says about a bottle, that's expensive.
I'm drinking it.
Oh man. Well, let's talk about a bit of the show and what we're doing here. So as you heard, this man's from Roswell, New Mexico, and we're located here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where we're coming at you live from. And really the initial goal for this show was to really give a platform, highlight local musicians in the area. Hopefully we can expand that out and get into musicians that are out of state. I bet there's a lot of up-and-comers all around the country, but out here there's a lot of, lesser known, up-and-coming artists that are real talented, and I think giving them a platform to share their insight and talk about, differing music backgrounds, just the journey of music production, all that stuff, just getting to hear about these artists more, because, you really don't get to talk to these artists. You really only listen to their music, so I think, giving them another space to, talk about future projects or, what they think they need to improve on, or maybe just their journey and how they've improved their music and how they're going along. I think that's a really interesting platform. Really, this show started off with a conversation I had with you about how, if things don't sound right in your music and you're not entirely there, or there's some things you need to fix, you don't get to, you don't get that platform when you just, release your music.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, and that's kind of what we're hoping to do here too. There's a lot of talent, a lot of characters out here, and we've met a lot of people so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of local artists that have shown a lot of talent. The scene here is it's just waiting to be, you know, like mined out. There's a bunch of gold all around us, and I think just a lot of people don't, you know, in the 505 area, 575, anybody in New Mexico doesn't really get the shine in the music industry, the music scene, you know. Well, we're not known for that here in Albuquerque or in New Mexico, period.
Yeah, the only thing we're known for is Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And that's about drugs.
No, yeah, that's literally it.
All right. But yeah, mainly about music more or less, but you know, as we said earlier, we are men of many talents, so we might do some other topics, maybe some nerd shit.
Yeah, I mean we RCS majors too.
Yeah,
We're computer science majors.
We're fucking nerds, dog. Yeah, so
big nerds here.
Other spicy topics, you know, we don't know. We don't, but mainly we love music, and that's what we're here for.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about the first thing we're doing here today. Song of the week. Every episode, we're gonna bring you a song that we've been listening to for the week, what we like, and you know, what we've been playing on repeat for most of the week. So we'll start off with you, Damian. What'd you like this week?
My song of the week is a song by a 16-year-old artist named Redville. Dude is good. Dude could rap. Dude could produce. Dude could mix. Dude could master. And he's good. He's 16. You cannot hate on no dude that could make a song like that or make a whole tape like that. His tape's called Niagara. At 16 years old, doing everything by himself. The song I chose is a song called Wait. The song is hard. It's a hard song. If you're a fan of rap, check it out. You know, I guarantee you won't be disappointed in the album. He does sound kind of like Earl Sweatshirt. Don't get me wrong, but dude could rap.
Yeah, I know you played some when we were in the car, I think a week or two ago, and I was really blown away too. I honestly thought he was a professional musician.
Yeah,
That's how good his mastering was.
Yeah.
All right, so for me, I got to preface what I'm talking about. So, first thing here that you should probably learn is we have a very out there music day. We go all over the place. We have some guilty pleasures around here. Mine's Lady Gaga. Yours is Ariana Grande, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say guilty pleasure. I just love Ariana Grande.
but you're known as the rap guy, so I feel like that's a guilty.
I listen to R&B music more than I listen to rap, bro. I listen to stroke music, bro. And put on Drake and cry. Come on.
I don't know. I consider that more of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, no, I guess Ariana's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah, no. Either way, we're everywhere. But anyways, I found a new YouTube channel, guy called Todd in the Shadows. One of his big segments, or not big segment, his big video series is he talks about one-hit wonders, just across more recent musical history. Talks about, you know, what got them to that hit, and then what they did after, and why they were known as a one-hit wonder, why they couldn't follow it up. So he brought a song I like to listen to from time to time. That's Rock Me Amadeus by Falco. He did a video on that, and I threw that on, and I was like, damn, this bumps. Even though there's like 50 different versions that he made for like different markets, but like the original one is that's a good version.
I never heard that song.
Yeah. Once again, one hit wonder. I don't think people generally remember one hit wonders all that much.
Makes sense.
I mean, you may have heard the song on like, you know, the classic, you know, 80s radio station, but you're not gonna know that, you know. Kind of like something like Wonderwall. From Oasis. Well, yeah, that makes like sense. You know the song, but you might not know who the artist is.
Yeah, you're like, who? Yeah, like, oh yeah.
But yeah, for me, Rock Me Amadeus Falco. You know, it rocks. That's the title.
Check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So every week we'll tell you what we like. You can tell us how bad our music taste is.
Yes, sir.
You can tell us every week a song that we need to know. So who knows?
Our music taste, like Miko said, is all the way out there. You know, like I said,
everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Like literally everywhere. I'll recommend Ariana song, then I recommend some I don't know, Cape Town song, which she's like a folk singer, and then Miko will recommend some Rammstein, and then go directly to Lady Gaga or something.
Yeah. So every week, look out for that. Next up, let's talk about what we're hearing through the grapevine. What's going on in the local music scene?
Yeah.
You know, lesser concerts, but artists are still being able to put out, you know, trying to put out music, you know, promoting themselves on the socials, throwing out new music for people to hear. Might not be able to see them live, but they don't want to be forgotten. You know, they love you. And so with that said, we do have some new music from a good friend of ours and pretty big up and comer,
Yes,
Pocket
sir.
Elephant. I'd say it's a pretty good return to where he started. He was he did a lot of remixes. That's where he got his start as an artist, and that's kind of most of the stuff that got him more known as time goes on. And we'll get into his journey a bit another time. But more or less, he did a remix of "Needy" by your girl Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, and I haven't heard the remix yet. I'm slacking, but Pocket Elephant, he's always made some bangers to me. Dude can't disappoint me.
Yeah, no, he brought his sound to another popular song. It was "Needy" popular. I didn't really follow.
Needy was semi-popular amongst the pop community, but
Either way, good remix, brought his sound to Ariana Grande, and we'll go check it out.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Go look for it on Pocket Elephant SoundCloud. And so, also this week, we got a surprise event thrown on us.
Yeah.
Loveablethon, charity at the University of New Mexico, is doing a dance marathon. I believe virtual. I don't know the full details, but it's going to be November 7th, and there's some hometown heroes, I'd say, in the local music scene on there. We got aforementioned Pocket Elephant. We got Meraki, who has gotten some interesting events for the university. So hopefully we'll get to talk to him.
Yeah, definitely.
And hear about that. But he's going to be doing it. Wyatt Lawson, another name that's pretty well known to us at the very least when it comes to the music scene out here. But they got the whole lineup. They got time and date. Pocket Elephant is the one who dropped it on his social media, say he's performing. And he did Silent Lights last year.
Yes.
And he did real good.
Yeah, killed it, absolutely killed it.
So no surprise to see him back at getting called up by UNM's events department to perform, and we'll be looking out for that one. November 7th, a week after spooky season ends.
Yes, sir, and it's for a good cause.
Good cause. Always for the kids.
Always for the kids.
Children's hospitals, all that good stuff is going to be for a good cause, good artists, and it's something we definitely need. A lot of our concerts and music festivals at the university are non-existent right now.
Yeah.
So we'll be excited. We'll talk about that more as it gets closer. And yeah. So I gotta ask you something.
What?
You fuck with OnlyFans?
Bro, I never subscribed to OnlyFans, but get your bread. That's all I'm gonna say.
Get your bread.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, that's all you're gonna say, dog.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I follow a lot of meme pages on Instagram. That's kind of how I roll. But those fucking meme pages always are advertising these fucking OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
It's kind of gets annoying, and honestly, I don't care. I'm not a simp.
So I got a question for you.
All right.
Would you pay for OnlyFans, right?
No, dog, bro. There was a leak. There was like a 2 terabyte OnlyFans leak, like, and they dropped all the shit. You don't gotta pay for that.
I feel bad though, because some of these girls live off that.
Yeah, but they're living off it right now. Like
that's right.
It's the thing they throw.
Get the bread.
It's the thing where they throw themselves, out there. I'm not like that, but they advertise themselves a lot, and something's got to stick, and that's kind of what they're doing.
Not like that. No.
But anyways, we're not here to be the moral police on whether or not you can take lewd pictures on the internet.
Yeah, do what you want.
I mean, if you guys want to see an OnlyFans, leave a comment.
All I'm saying is
get your bread.
Get your bread, bro.
Get your bread. No,
I'm gonna get mine.
But this, mass, influx OnlyFans, women and men.
Yeah.
Some porn stars that do it too.
Everything in between.
But it reminds me of a trend from, say, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Soundcloud rappers used to do it. They used to advertise their shit on meme pages, kind of like the OnlyFans girls do. They used to buy out ad space, and they would basically throw ads on. And I remember just getting absolutely just as annoyed from these guys too. And it was always garbage music. I mean, it's not gone by any means.
Yeah.
In the comments, people are still like, I'm a 13-year-old producer.
Yeah.
Should I give up music?
Yeah, I'm 13 from Sweden. I made the best song.
My favorite comments are the ones that always reply, yeah, you should give up.
Yeah.
Savage. So much for being for the smaller artists, but
Yeah.
it's a ruthless world, you know.
Yeah.
Internet's a tough place, tough crowd to really advertise that stuff.
Sure.
But they really did do the same thing in promoting themselves. The attitudes are very similar too. I think it's a lot easier for them to make money. Would you agree?
Yes, I would definitely agree.
I mean, really, OnlyFans is more built like a service, whereas SoundCloud, you just put your music out there and
Yeah,
hope to get
SoundCloud.
signed. But really, the goal either way was to pop off and get an audience, because that's really what you need.
Yeah, that's all you
to
want.
go anywhere. For OnlyFans, you need subscribers, and for SoundCloud, you need people listening to your shit. So hopefully, you can pop off and make it big. But that's the mentality for both of them. Both of them were trying to pop off, and what really got me thinking about that idea too was someone tweeted about, they were like, all you girls making OnlyFans trying to pop off. Now you know how it's going to be feel to be a SoundCloud rapper. And I'm like, he's kind of right though. Yeah, so it's a good meme, but he's kind of right.
It's right.
Very, very, very similar in how they carry. In some regards, they carry themselves the same way. They advertise themselves the same way. Just kind of throw their products out there, what they produce, and just hope something sticks. And it's crazy. It's crazy to see this model having a resurgence. A lot of people think this OnlyFans thing is something new, but it's just same shit, different day.
Yeah, I think the internet's always gonna have some sort of platform that is, you got to build up your fan base or your followers, and then some sort of just to reach some sort of goals. OnlyFans is just to get money. Don't get me wrong. SoundCloud rappers probably just to get money too,
or just clout,
So I guarantee there's as long as social media exists, there's always gonna be a platform like that.
Yeah, and there's always gonna be. I think it's like the goal direction. Everyone finds something to get themselves famous in some way.
Yeah.
And I think just right now it's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But and this kind of gets into some interesting stuff too. And I know porn's a very saturated market already.
Yeah.
So, but you have more people creating it now, which is you would think it would devalue the value of it, but it's like that market's already kind of saturated in itself.
Yeah.
But and it gets me thinking too. Back a couple years ago when the SoundCloud rappers were doing this, did you think music production was devalued anyway? Kind of discounted, like any dude with a mic could make something, and just kind of you had a market influx of just stuff, and it made it harder for you or the public's perception of what you're doing.
I would say that the SoundCloud market of producers, they definitely outshined. They were the ones that really carried the songs. You didn't go to a SoundCloud rapper's page to hear some dude spit bars about life or something. You didn't go to some SoundCloud rapper's page to hear their life story. You went for the hype, the randomly, I got a car. Hey, look at, I'm a star. Just like the
spiritual
bars,
miracle.
Yeah, the stupid bars, and the producers carried. I think SoundCloud Wave actually gave a lot of producers a big platform for them to develop on. These producers that all they had was a mic and FL cracked or not, whatever it may be, or Ableton, anything like that. Even people make music in GarageBand. Joji makes music in GarageBand. I don't know how he does it, but
really,
yeah.
Goddamn.
So I think they really outshined the rappers themselves, and I'll give a lot of these SoundCloud producers credit because they definitely carried, I would say. And I think any dude with a mic and some sort of beat can make a song. You find type beats on the internet everywhere, and people just spit their raps over everything. I mean, that's how I started rapping.
But I would feel much like influx of the OnlyFans girls. You just see all these SoundCloud rappers, and you're like, get the fuck off my feed. I don't care. And then you got people who just don't want to listen to your music because they see you as another SoundCloud rapper. Just like all these guys who are advertising. So I think these producers carry these guys, but people don't care enough to listen to the music.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of, I think, where I would think that kind of stuff would be devalued.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. I would definitely agree to that point. I definitely think a lot of producers out there. There's a lot of good producers out there that are probably overlooked, just because the scene just doesn't.
It's got too packed.
It's just got way too oversaturated with a bunch of these wannabe rappers, and like coming from a wannabe rapper, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. So I mean, the market did get very packed for SoundCloud rappers, and I will say, with what I'm doing, instrumental performance, I never really had to like convince anyone I was like a legitimate musician. Like I tell people I play violin, people are already like, oh, you play that's pretty neat. I'm like, yeah, I've been playing it for a while here and there. I don't play it as much anymore, but still, something I do. But it's like I never had someone, tell me that, I wasn't like a legitimate musician or something like that, or I'm just another one of these orchestra kids, because there's just not that stigma there. I mean, the worst I had was my orchestra teacher told me I need to take it more seriously and I'd be better. But
yeah,
but like that's the worst. It's not like where your passion is kind of just undermined because you're put in a box. And so I think there's a challenge for just anyone on SoundCloud, any amateur music producer that's not maybe that's more EDM, more electronic music, rappers, whatever. I think there's that stigma you need to shake. And I don't know, for you, what do you feel like you need to do to shake that stigma and be seen as, a legitimate musician in some way, not just another SoundCloud rapper?
I think the only thing you really need to be doing to be considered like legitimate is you just need a following. I think gaining a following and gaining a lot of plays, a lot of support, whatever it may be, legitimizes your music, because that means that you have a lot of people that listen to your music. That means your music must be good, right? So a lot of people will base how good your music is with how many plays you have. That's why, like, there's a bunch of SoundCloud rappers, whatever they may be, putting out music probably every single day, a lot of those go overlooked because they're just, they don't have a big audience. And, if somebody puts out a decent song and then they gain traction, then of course they're going to be like, oh, that dude's music is good. I mean, there's a lot of songs out there that aren't good that are very popular, don't get me wrong, but
shout out Lil Dicky.
Yeah, but hey, look, some of the Lil Dicky songs are fire. Like, I rock with some of the Lil Dicky songs.
All right, we won't get into an argument about that here,
but yeah, I think a lot of people will look at you and be like, hey, look, you're a real artist if you have like a following. Especially if you're like a producer and rapper, EDM artist, whatever you are, if you're just coming up in the scene and whatever it may be, even if you have connections or this or that, you could play 18 different instruments and record every single thing yourself, do all the strings and the whole orchestral choir or orchestral set, and make a classical song and still be considered lame or stupid or not legitimate. It's just how society is, and especially with like the internet,
especially with art too,
and art period. Yeah,
it's just subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I mean, for me, I think the metric for judging, amateur artists, that's kind of how my perception of your music is. I more or less consider how much better you've gotten over your plays. I mean, you can go back and listen to some of his earlier stuff and compare it to this new album that will be coming out soon.
Yeah,
plug that real quick.
Yeah,
but for me, that's always the metric that I want to judge people by. But I think you have a good point where you're saying, it's about the metrics and who listens to it. There's a lot of shitty pop songs that get super popular, or overplayed. Rip Sicko Mode. Sicko Mode was a good song, but it just got overplayed.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, point is, I think it's just coming from doing instrumental performance that the metric of improvement is kind of what I judge musicians on. It's how I judge myself, and it's how I was judged by my conductors, and and even when I had to do orchestra for a grade back in high school and middle school. But it was just, those things. It was about the performance and, my skills with my instrument. And I think that's kind of why I look at it that way. And I don't think about it as metrics as much. I'd like to think that, people like music as you get better. Yeah. But that's not always the case, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people contribute to the fact that if you don't have a following, if you don't have this or that, if you don't have this certain amount of plays, then your music's just delegitimized. It's just not. It's not considered like good. I mean, it's music, but it's always subjective.
Yeah, but what about live performance? I feel like I feel like for me, I can just hide in the violin section and no one cares if I mess up. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm playing a solo. But or auditioning. When I did the audition, that was scary.
Yeah.
There was like 4 different conductors in there, like different
I would be
campus like orchestral units, and that was like wild. But that's like the most I've had to like play solo. Like I can I'll be real. You can BS more in an orchestral setting because you're not the only one. But I feel like for you, performance is a lot more different.
Yeah. So I've performed a number of times, and I've had good performances, bad performances, whatever it may be. I mean, we all mess up sometimes. And the thing is, you just gotta rock with it whenever you mess up. You just gotta roll with the punches sometimes, and you just gotta prepare. Preparing does a lot for your live performances, especially if you're a rapper, if you're a singer, if you're
live performance in general.
Live performances, period. It just prepare. Just always just look in the mirror, do it 80 times. Look, do it in your room by yourself with headphones on. Read your script over and over again. As long as you prepare for anything, you'll be ready for it and you'll take it on with ease. There's times that I've got up on stage where I just butchered it.
Hit that B rabbit type.
Yeah, sometimes I butchered it. Sometimes I hit it. So I remember a couple times I performed. I sat there and I thought I did great, and people were telling me, "Yeah, you did good." And it's like, be comfortable too. Just try to be comfortable in front of people. It's all about knowing your stuff and knowing that you're confident enough that you'll get up there and, at least do a good job, and going up there and, at least trying to do your best, and don't worry about what people think of you. People could have their opinions on whatever you do. People, you walk how the way you walk, and somebody would be like, you walk wrong. It's just how the world is. So it's all right. You just go out there, do your thing.
But would you also consider performance as a big way to kind of legitimize yourself as an artist too? Because we've seen some wannabes, and we'll talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
But what do you think about all of that?
Yeah, no, I think having confidence and having your performance skills down pat definitely adds on to your skills or legitimate nature of an artist. If you're an artist overall of any type of art form, you're gonna be able to perform your art. If you're an actor, you're gonna be able to perform it. If you're a musician, you're gonna be able to perform it. So I think it does legitimize it a little bit, at least for me in my own eyes. I definitely was I never really thought I was a real artist until I went up on stage and then I performed. And then I was like, maybe I could actually put on an album. Maybe I could actually do this. Maybe I'm actually an artist. So at least personal growth, it helps you legitimize yourself. To others, I'm not sure. I can't speak on others.
Yeah. So on the topic of the wannabes that we just brought.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about him again. Pocket Elephant.
Yeah.
He was there's a small place out here downtown called the Jam Spot. Real small, just music performance venue. A lot of small musicians come there. But we laughed so much because it was a
good night.
It was an interesting show. So we went there for Pocket Elephant. He invited us over to go check out his little set, and he was opening for really just 2 SoundCloud rappers.
Basically 2 SoundCloud rappers. Local SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah. So and these guys were like the like they watch the rap music videos. They want to live
Yeah.
live like the
They were
smoking
like-
weed fucking
They were
whores,
like,
you know.
Oh, I seen Lil Pump do this yesterday. Let me do the same thing.
Yeah, pose with guns. But
Yeah.
nah, the first kid up I think was, but both of them were awkward. But the first kid up was hilarious because I remember he like came in with the hoodie and like did the thing where he like took it off.
Yeah, he got
was
up
like
on
trying to
stage.
act up on.
He was acting like Eminem from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
He said,
So the funny part about so the owner was this Hispanic dude.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah, it was Paul Pierce.
yeah, we call him Paul Pierce because he was wearing a Paul Pierce.
Yeah, so he's wearing a Paul Pierce jersey, but Hispanic dude looked like he didn't take shit.
Yeah.
But the big rule there was no smoking on stage. So this kid rips off his hoodie, right? Tries to act like Eminem,
Yeah.
and then he pulls out a blunt.
Yeah, he gets his switch.
And so the best part about all this was his parents came,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, his family was there.
And so dead ass while he's doing his thing, lighting up this blunt, his mom was like, "What's that?" he's like, "It's a blunt, mom."
Blunt. And this kid was only 18 at most.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. He was in high school, junior, senior
You
high
tell this kid
school.
was young.
Yeah, and so, but he committed the cardinal sin at that spot.
Yeah, that boy.
No smoking. So he's doing his thing. I don't know what his mom thought, but we were standing off to the side. We were just kind of watching it.
Yeah, we weren't in the crowd.
Because our friend, Pocket Elephant was done performing. That's what we were there for. And
Yeah.
he was just doing the DJ stuff. He was playing the beats for them to rap on.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there was some butchering there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this kid lights up, right? And the owner, Paul Pierce, rolls up and fucking pulls him aside. He's like, "You're fucking smoking on my stage."
This dude grabs him, grabs his shirt and pulls him to the side. And this kid's he's 5'6", he's 140 pounds.
He was a skinny kid, yeah.
This dude was a skinny, scrawny kid. He got manhandled by Paul Pierce. He said, "If you don't fucking get that blunt off my stage," and you listen to him. The kid listened to him.
Yeah, no, he did listen to him. He didn't try to act all hard, but I felt like it was already a small audience. It was already, it wasn't a ideal situation.
Yeah.
But it was peak SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
And it was just he was trying to act cool, but it just looked bad on all angles.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys out there have gone to a show filled with SoundCloud rappers performing, but man, it's an experience.
Yeah.
And I suggest to go to one at least once in your life.
Yeah, go find some
Go-
underground spot.
Yeah,
and
go with your friends, go find some underground spot, and man, it's
that first kid who got manhandled
Yeah.
for trying to light up on
Poor
stage.
kid.
That was only half the battle. The second guy was Shy Will.
man.
Best I can describe him is Great Value Post Malone.
look. I got no comment.
It was the face tats. That's what did it for me.
So dude comes in and this dude can't be older than us.
Yeah, he's
and,
gotta
and
be
we're
like
20. You were 20 at the time.
Yeah.
Dude could not be older than us. He had face tats already. It says Shy. Keep in mind, this is a SoundCloud rapper that I didn't really think has a name if he's performing at a super underground spot, and he's already getting face tats like that.
Yeah,
You know?
he was I think I've lurked his Instagram once or twice, and he's definitely got the clout chaser vibe. But that's what's good.
Hey, Shy Will, if you're watching this, we fucks with you, but
we'd like to hear
Hey,
about
hey.
you. That's why we got this show.
hey, we just don't like your music, and that's okay. But we fuck with you. You seem like a cool dude.
Yeah, no, the music side.
Yeah, music
Yikes.
side.
Because his performance was
Oh.
just as cringy because he was trying to do
Even more.
but I don't know, your mom there being
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Mom,
I
it's a
don't know.
and then getting
Mom,
manhandled
Mom.
for trying to do some rapper
That's
bit.
facts. That's facts.
Yeah, I feel like that's worse.
Yeah,
but this
okay.
one was still bad. He was trying to do the XXX Tentacion get off the stage, kind of
Yeah.
perform in the crowd thing. And so I remember, so I think he was doing some performance. It was, it wasn't anything special. You weren't missing out.
Yeah.
Once
So
again, sorry, dog. Nothing personal.
yeah. So You want to tell a story about? Like,
Yeah. So he jumps off stage at some point, right?
Yeah.
And so, once again, we're standing off to the side. We're not kind of in it. We're like, our boy. We're just waiting for our boy to finish up so we can go chill with him. Honest to God, that was kind of why we were there.
Yeah.
We were there for the boy. The other two SoundCloud rappers were just a bonus round.
Yeah.
So he jumps off the stage, right, and he like gets everyone to like circle around him, and he's like, "All right, everybody, I want y'all to get crazy for a minute," and he like throws on his beat. No one's feeling it, dude. No one's dancing. No one's getting involved. He's like trying to like hype up the crowd, get, like dancing, and he's just like he's trying. I'll give him that. He was trying. So minute passes. No one was feeling it. He's like, I ain't seeing y'all getting crazy in the audience. He's like, we're gonna do it again for another minute. I want y'all to get crazy. And it felt like a school activity.
Yeah.
Like the teacher was like, if you don't participate in this, we're gonna do it until you guys participate. Yeah. And that's what it felt like.
Yeah, it really did.
And so I think some of his friends or something actually like kind of tried to look like they were interested.
They were.
So he would stop. Did he do it twice or three times?
So the funny thing about this, right, is all the people in the audience were friends. Just the people there to support.
If I
him.
remember correctly, he did draw the biggest crowd though.
He did draw the biggest
I'll give him
crowd.
that.
Yes, and he had a bunch of his homies there. I would. So me, Miko, and Chaser, we were all there, and we're turning out for Pablo's set.
Quick context: Chaser, another music homie,
another music producer. Is he DJ?
I believe so.
I think he's a DJ. He's
in Colorado right now.
EDM artist. He's in Colorado right now. We're there with him to see Pocket Elephant. We're all turning up for Pocket Elephant. That's our boy. We gotta turn up for it, And
we're the boys. Much like how Shy Will's crew came through for him.
Yeah, Shy Will's crew came through for him. But honestly, his homies were there, and he was like, turn up, and dudes were not turning up though.
Like even his friends weren't.
His friends weren't even
at first.
He would go up to somebody and he would be like, hey, turn up, boy, and then he's like dancing in front of him, and then the dude just stand there like look awkward as fuck, just like standing there. I'm like, bro, just at least dance or something.
Wasn't the last kid's like posse in there too? Like, was the mom still in the crowd?
The mom was still in the crowd, probably.
Well, she probably went off to side, but still, it was pretty awkward.
It was just awkward. It was a whole awkward thing.
Yeah, but both of them were real cringy, and so I don't know. It was interesting though, like. They definitely like tried to sell it. That's the thing that we can't fault them for. Is that there was they didn't half-ass it. They tried, but it's just like if it doesn't land, it's not pretty.
It isn't. It's just not.
But I think it's like what I'm trying to say. Talking about all that. I think performances like that don't help you shake that stigma of being just another SoundCloud rapper.
No. I've performed at the Jam Spot before. I've performed for a crowd of only like a couple of my friends, and I think I got more crowd interaction than he did, and he had a decent crowd. So, I'm not trying to pin me against him, but also like
rap battle at the Jam Spot between Nate and Shy Will coming soon.
But also like you gotta get your homies there to support you better. You gotta get better homies.
If they're not turning up for you.
If they're not turning up for you.
Yeah, but dog, if you say you trying to spit and get me hyped up, and if it's just not
if my music's ass though, then I would understand.
That was the problem. Is the music wasn't
good.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like terrible. Actually, I take that back. When there was this one song, I remember there was this one song. I was like, this song is so ass. I don't know why, but like.
Oh no, I remember that. So yeah, we stand up to the side, and you were just like, dude, this is so bad. You're like, what was going on?
From any type of standpoint, I always listen to music from like a producer standpoint first, and then I listen to like, whenever the lyrical context comes in, blah blah blah, flow, whatever it is, especially if it's a rap. I always listen to production first. Production was ass. Production was not there. It was. And there
wasn't even like a pre-bop beat. It was just
no. There was. He did. So the funny thing is, I remember this vividly. He had a couple of his homies probably produce songs for him, and then there was a one song where it was a Cash Money AP free beat, and I knew
Really?
I literally knew the beat. I was like, bro, I wrote a rap over this. Like, I was like, I heard this. I don't know. It was a XXX Tentacion type beat or some shit, and I was like, dude really came to perform on a type beat.
Oh, man.
I feel
One
bad.
of those YouTube.
Yeah, one of those YouTube type beats. And you know, like he did his thing. Like I said, no hate to Shy Will. Shy Will's, you know, hopefully.
No hate to the man, but the music.
Music wasn't there.
Wasn't it, dog? I'm sorry.
But you could always improve. And I hope you improve, Shy Will.
First up, don't be stealing beats off YouTube. I'd say so.
You can still beats on YouTube, but.
But that's real bush league.
Yeah, that's some
that's real amateur.
That's some real amateur SoundCloud shit. So try to get your own producer.
Yeah,
which I'm pretty sure he does.
Because music production ain't easy. We get that, you know.
Music production ain't easy, but you know, like there's a lot of producers. Hey, Shy Will hit me up. I'll send you some trap. I'll send you some boom bap. I'll send you anything you want, bro. Shy Will, let's collab, bro.
Oh shit! That's something I didn't think I'd be hearing today. No. What about the other kid? It's been a couple years since that happened. So
I don't remember that kid's name, but hey, that dude hit me up too. I will send anybody. I need a producer.
Hey, we'll let you smoke a blunt if we do a music video.
Hey, I'll film the video for you,
and we won't tell your mom.
We won't tell your mom. Well, we won't tell Paul Pierce is the one we should tell. His mom don't care. Paul Pierce is the one that really he needs to watch out for.
Ah, shit, man. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just like, I think there's different levels to, like, you know, separating yourself from not, I would say the pack, but just like the label of just fucking SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said at the beginning of the segment, if you haven't gone to a SoundCloud show, go with your homies. It's fun. It's an experience. All right.
You'll get some entertainment.
You'll get definitely some entertainment, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. You'll have a laugh at the worst.
I'd say. Hey, shout out to Shy Will. Shout out the other dude. I forgot his name.
Well, speaking of shout outs, I think it's a good time to wrap it up here and also plug our social media. Yeah. Right now we're doing Instagram and Twitter at producers_pit. You know, if you want to get in touch, you know, check out what we're doing, all that jazz. You know, DM us, give us a follow. Yeah. We'll be, you know, new guests, next shows, whatever, announcements, all that jazz. You'll find us there. Once again, Instagram and Twitter at producers_pit. Like I said, for you producers out there, either in the area, Albuquerque, or if you're out of state, we'd also love to hear from you. Yeah. You know, DM us, or we'll throw our email on our socials too. If you want to send us some music, we'll probably we can play it in as intro, outro music. Yeah. Talk about it. Whatever. We want to hear what you guys are doing. Even you, Shy Will, and
yeah, we love supporting. We love supporting musicians. Period.
But yeah, get in touch, get involved with the show. If you want to be on the show, hell, I mean, once again, find us on those socials, and that's where we'll be when we're not doing the show. And of course, also we'll be streaming our podcast here. We'll be doing the audio video show deal on our YouTube channel, Producers Pit once again, no underscore this time. And we're also going to be streaming the audio in podcast form to Quadio, which is a streaming platform for college musicians. Yeah. So check us out there. That's where you can find the show. If you don't want to see our ugly mugs, then go to Quadio and listen to the audio.
Or Spotify.
We'll see about Spotify. You know, we got to get through all the copyright. We're amateur hour too.
We're amateur hours, but I'm sure.
No, but when we start streaming elsewhere, we'll let you know.
We'll be on streaming platforms.
So, before we really get out of here, let's talk about next show. I'll be dropping a week's time from now, and I'll let you all take a wild guess who's going to be.
Who's the guest?
We're getting Drake on. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. All right.
Nah, we've been talking about him all day. Pocket Elephant. That's why we really did talk about him. We got him coming on for the second episode. We're gonna get his side of the story on that whole SoundCloud incident. I want to hear what he thought. He's been doing a lot too. He's been breaking some milestones. Got a contract with College Music, which if you haven't heard of College Music, basically the step above that is Chilled Cow.
Yeah.
Lo-fi hip hop beats for study and show. So we're gonna be hearing all that there, and he's excited to see us.
Yeah,
he's also a friend too. Pablo. So we're gonna hear a whole lot of good stuff from him.
That's gonna be a great episode. Definitely try to tune in for that one.
So come back next week. It's not gonna just be our Bush League shitting on SoundCloud rappers while being small time ourselves. But we'll see y'all next week for the Pocket Elephant episode. And thank you for tuning in. This is the Producer's Pit. Sign off. Have a good one, guys.
All right, later.